Good afternoon. This is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak. This is our video feature race of the week for Saturday, June 27th, the 9th race from Santa Anita Park, the Grade 1 Gold Cup. This was formerly the Hollywood Gold Cup when it was run at Hollywood Park, but now it's run at Santa Anita since Hollywood Park closed. This is for 3-year-olds and up, and they're going to be traveling 10 furlongs on the main track. We have a good 11-horse field in here. Let's get right into it. A batty man from the inside, probably going to show speed, but this is a class test for him. In his last 3 races against Optional Claiming Company, he has a second, a first, and a second. Like I said, inside speed, he should be there early. Don't know how long he's going to be able to hang around. Hard Aces will be next in line for trainer John Sadler. Victor Espinoza is going to ride. This one will be coming from a bit off the pace. He was 3rd in the Californian last time, rallying from off the pace. The speed did not come back that day. Didn't run a bad race. That was blinkers on for the Californian for him. Before that, he disappointed at Oaklawn Park when they shipped him for the Oaklawn handicap. But then in his other Southern California start, he was 4th in the Santa Anita handicap, which wasn't a bad effort either, behind Shared Belief. And then he did win the Louisiana handicap earlier this year when he was competing for trainer Larry Jones. Pashke is the next one. He was 6th in the Tisnow last time out. He's got a tough test here from a distance and a class standpoint. He's another one that likes to come from a little bit off the pace. Motown Men, he's definitely improved, but again, another one that's going to have to prove that he can run against this quality of competition and be competitive. He was 1st in the Tisnow last time. He was 3rd in the Precisionist. That wasn't a bad effort against some of these horses, but he's going to have to step it up at 1.25 miles. Don't know that he really wants to go this far. Same could be said for Majestic City. Don't know how far he wants to run. He comes off of a wire-to-wire win in the Grade 3 Lone Star Park handicap. He's going to face tougher competition, and he's going to have some pace rivals. A Batty Man, as we mentioned, is going to be up on the pace, along with Majestic City. A Big Casanova, we'll mention him later. A Big Moreno. So you have some horses that like to show speed. Majestic City will be one of those. Hoppertunity is the next one, and this one, he just ran a couple weeks ago, actually, at Churchill Downs. That was in the Stephen Foster. He ended up finishing 3rd. It was a speed bias track. He ran a decent race. That was his first start since February. So it's interesting that he was in Southern California. He ships to Churchill from a decent layoff, and he runs decent. And then he comes back to California. 2 weeks later, they're going to run him in the Gold Cup. Obviously, he has the back class here. He won the Grade 1 Clark last year. He won the San Pasquale at Santa Anita earlier this year. So he's certainly one, when he runs his best race, he'll be a threat. And he should like the race shape here. Should be at least an honest pace, and he'll be coming from off the pace. Big Casanova, we mentioned, he's one of the speed horses. He set the pace in the Californian last time, but he weakened to finish 7th. He'll probably end up weakening in here if he's pressured early. It looks like he will be. Morena will be the next one. This one, he's a quality horse. He's usually in the mix. He tries hard, but Santa Anita isn't his best track, at least for winning. He has 9 starts at Santa Anita. No wins, 5 seconds, and then no 3rd place finishes either. And then this 10 furlong distance, not his best distance. 7 starts, no wins, 3 second place finishes, and no 3rds. So just based on those numbers, maybe he can run 2nd. The pace scenario, the race shape doesn't fit him. As I said, he's 0 for 9 at Santa Anita, 0 for 7 at the distance. I think he can hit the board, but I'm going to try to beat him. Catch a Flight is the one to beat. He's going to probably be the favorite. He won the Californian, and he won the Precisionist. He's got the right running style. Gary Stevens is going to ride for trainer Richard Mandela. A South American import. He's certainly acclimated to the U.S. races. He continues to get better. He'll sit a good stalking trip, about 4 lengths or so off the lead. He should pounce in the stretch, and if he runs back to his Californian or Precisionist, he should be right there at the wire. Lidaris is the next one in line. This one hasn't done anything since they've shipped him to the U.S. He's 0 for 4 in this country. Did run a little bit better in the Californian last time, but he's been well beaten in all of his starts, and he's going to have to really step up his game if he expects to even beat half the field in here. He hasn't been running well, but he has good connections. They continue to put him in these good spots, so they obviously think that he's a quality horse. He just hasn't shown it in this country. Finnegans Wake will round out the field. This one's a turf horse. He's going to go over to the main track. He's run 4 times on dirt, a couple of times on fast track, a couple of times on wet surfaces, and he only has 1 3rd place finish to show for it. But he'll be coming off the pace under Mike Smith. Victor Espinoza's been riding, but he jumps over to Hard Aces. He decides to stick with that one. But Mike Smith, good rider, He'll be rallying. He does have the turf class. He's a grade 1 winner on turf. He's won at this distance on turf. He just has to transfer that form to dirt. And if he can, he'll be a late running threat. And here's my top 4 in this race. Hard Aces is going to be my top choice. He's going to offer a lot of value. Victor Espinoza, coming off the high of the Triple Crown. You have John Sadler. He's been doing well the last couple of weeks at Santa Anita, saddling some nice winners there. So you have a hot combination here. Coming off of a decent effort against this kind, the race shape fits him. He's the value play. Catch a Flight will be my second choice. I do think that he is the one to beat in here. Hoppertunity will be my third choice. I've always liked this one. He's going to have to step it up a little bit, but he has that back class. He's a grade 1 winner on dirt, and he certainly will be finishing under Martin Garcia, who has won on him before. And then rounding out my top 4 will be Finnegans Wake. He's got that, as I said, he's got the grade 1 class. He just needs to transfer that form to the main track. And we have a $40 wager, and this is how we're going to break it down. 40% of that $40 wager will go to the win. That's $16 to win. And then we're going to make that win wager on Hard Aces. We're actually going to play him down the board. We're going to key him on top with the win. Okay, in the exacta, we're going to put him in second. We're going to pick a $5 exacta, and we're going to use Hoppertunity, Catch a Flight, and Finnegans Wake on top of Hard Aces. That's $15. And then a $1 trifecta. Catch a Flight on top. We'll put all in second. We'll put Hard Aces in third. So we have at least a good shot. If Hard Aces can at least finish in the top 3, we'll have a realistic shot at cashing. And if he wins, we'll cash the win wager. And I'm hoping to get at least 8 to 1 on him. I think that's certainly realistic. You can follow Horse Racing Nation and Derby Wars on Twitter. You can like us on Facebook. For Saturday, June 27th, DerbyWars.com, big $20,000 game. We have Belmont. We're going to be offering all the big tracks. Monmouth, obviously Santa Anita, that big 10 race card for their Gold Cup program with multiple stakes races. So go over to DerbyWars.com for more details on all those games for Saturday, June 27th. That'll wrap up this week's video. We'll be back with another stakes race from around the country next week.